I love the fact that he spoke so highly of his parents. I didn't know that was a red flag I should have paid attention to.
Heart Talk with Lydia.
Welcome to another episode of Heart Talk with Lydia. I met my husband at ShopRite Jabi Lake Mall. I casually strolled in with my friend after church to get groceries on that fateful day. He looked quite simple, just a regular guy on a regular day. We got talking and exchanged contacts eventually. He ticked all the boxes and I didn't hesitate to give him a yes when he asked me out, and of course, we started dating. He kept mentioning his family at all our important discussions, and I was thrilled because I'm highly family oriented as well. I love the fact that he spoke so highly of his parents. I didn't know that was a red flag I should have paid attention to. Shortly after he proposed, and once again, why not? I said yes. He told me it was time to meet his family and that he had told them so much about me and his decision to marry me. I was excited. We traveled to the east and I stayed with his family for 4 days. Severally, his mom would say, "My daughter, you have a lot to learn about our culture and how wives in our family behave." What I didn't know was the depth of that statement that sounded so simple. When I got married, everyone congratulated me for marrying into a good family. I thought I was walking into a home filled with warmth, but what I didn't realize was that I was also stepping into a wall. A cultural wall that has slowly been pressing against me day after day. 3 days after the marriage ceremony, it was time to return back to Abuja, but I also realized my mother-in-law was coming with us. I didn't think it was right because we literally just got married and needed to bond as a couple without interference. I confronted my husband on it, but he didn't see anything wrong. He said he can't ask his mom not to come. I was both surprised and disappointed, but as a new bride, I decided to keep my cool. Ever since she came into our home, 9 months now, every decision about our lives passes through and is filtered by her. When I wanted to apply for a professional course to further my career, my husband said, "Let me ask my mother what she thinks." His mother's response, "Why does she need more education? A wife's pride is in her home, not in papers." And that was the end of it. We still live like children under strict parental control. Severally, I get scolded and verbally bullied by her, words my parents will never say to me, and my husband will turn a blind eye. And when I call his attention to it, he will tell me she's a mother trying to correct her children. I have never been defended by him before. She barges into our room at any time to gist with us, and when I show displeasure, I'm just kept aside like I don't matter. There are nights I lie beside my husband, feeling like a stranger in my own skin. I love him, but he is more loyal to his mom than to my need for freedom. If I want to visit a friend, I must explain why. If I want to wear a certain dress, I hear comments about how a good wife in our family dresses modestly. I remember one painful incident clearly. My childhood best friend, Charity, invited me to her birthday dinner. I was excited. I hadn't seen her in months, but when I told my husband, he said, "You can't go." My mother said, "It doesn't look good for married women in our family to be out late at night." I tried to explain that it was just dinner and I needed this moment of joy, but he only said, "Please respect my mom. Don't cause any trouble." That night, I sat by my window, watching the clock tick past 9 p.m., knowing Charity and my other friends were laughing together, cutting cake and taking pictures I will never be in. I felt invincible. I just wondered how long I can continue like this. I need advice on what to do next because I feel drained. My dear, Proverbs 24 verse 3 says that through wisdom a house is built, and by understanding it is established. This is a critical case that requires the application of wisdom. Also, you need to, as quickly as possible, get yourself and your husband to see a counselor, because your husband needs to be educated on his responsibilities as a husband to you and the need for you to be protected. Lastly, you need to pray for your husband, pray for yourself, and pray for your home. Whatever you want to see in your home, you need to speak to the one who instituted marriage to make it a reality for you in your home. So guys, we have come to the end of another episode of Heart Talk with Lydia. If you have any stories you want to share, any concern, slide into my DM. Let's talk.